I think beauty is just kind of an all-around happiness and serenity. I think it can be an external thing. I think we see it in nature. But I think that beauty also exists inside people as well. So.
I guess I think that beauty is something that comes from within. It's not your appearance.
I think beauty should be confidence. If your confidence radiates, and if you're really confident with how you look, I feel like it translates into beauty.
Definitely more of a physical beauty than a spiritual beauty. So.
I think the American culture defines beauty a lot more superficially than I think it should be defined. Definitely a lot more about how you look, how you act versus who you really are.
I think that there's a big emphasis on kind of an external thing.
Being physically fit, blemish-free, that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, going off that, I think, Americans' idea of beauty has changed throughout the ages, but I think that primarily it's focused on physical appearance just because on a grander level it's tough to, really find that inner personality, that inner beauty.
There's the standard that everybody needs to look good all the time and be fit and go to the gym and eat super healthy, and which is great because you want to take care of yourself, and that's definitely something that the university should be promoting. But I think sometimes there is this idea that you almost need to overdo that standard.
I think that Georgetown is a very fit campus, and I don't think there's anything wrong with being fit and liking exercise, but I also think a lot of people struggle with sort of taking it to an extreme, exercising a lot, and they sort of say, yeah, like I'm eating healthy, but for some people that means like hardly eating at all.
I think people feel like they have to go to Yates a lot. There's a fine line between how people really train themselves and like work hard to be fit individuals and healthy individuals, and what it's like a sort of unhealthy attitude. I think it's really the mindset that you have behind it, why you do what you do, and why you go to exercise that really matters.
I definitely change a lot about my body, but God made me the way I am, and I guess I have to learn to live with it.
I like my body, but I guess everyone probably want to change something. I guess I've always been self-conscious of my stomach, so maybe I'd change that. I'm not really sure how, but I'm a little self-conscious about that, for sure.
I mean, I would jokingly say maybe if I were a little taller, but honestly, no, I feel pretty comfortable.
I'd say I have a way of bouncing back. I think it doesn't take a lot for me to be happy.
I tend to be a really optimistic person, and I think that's like really important in life in general. If you're optimistic, you can be happy anywhere. So, yeah.
But I strive to not judge others because I know I have my own faults as well with many things. So that's one thing I love about myself.
The one thing I love most about myself is how bubbly and happy and optimistic I am.
I don't know, I like to be agreeable. I like to have friends and get along with people. I suppose so.
I think that I'm a pretty charismatic and outgoing person. I like that I can connect with people after a few short conversations.
Probably my attitude. I feel like I'm optimistic.
I'm comfortable with my body. I love the way I am, and you gotta love yourself. You really do.